So if you can't provide the financial evidence to support your visa application when the Department of Home Affairs requests, then your visa might be. Hello guys, welcome back to SOL Edu Migration Vietnamese channel. My name is Tin, Registered Migration Agent. In today's video, I will be talking about very sensitive topic, which is related to money. In Australia, actually, the Department of Home Affairs specify different countries' risk level as well as the school risk level into 3 different levels. In terms of risk level, level 1 means the least risky countries and schools. So when the Department of Home Affairs assess someone's visa application, they will combine the country risk level as well as the school risk level. So if the combination is less or equals 4, then the applicant will not be required to submit the financial evidence at the time of visa application. However, the Department of Home Affairs still reserve the right to ask the applicant to provide financial evidence if they have doubts about the financial supporting evidence for the applicant's stay in Australia. And if the risk level combination is more than 4, then you will be required to provide financial evidence at the time of your visa application for the student visa in Australia. Basically, the Department of Home Affairs on their website under the 500 student visa. So they have a column called step by step, and then they have a document tool checklist. When you click the link, you will be able to input your nationality as well as the course and school you intend to apply. So once you put the country and school information, they will come up of the suggested document checklist. If it shows financial capacity as well as English language proficiency, which means the combination of the risk level is more than 4. If you don't see the compulsory document of financial evidence or the English language proficiency, that means the combination is less or equals 4. Normally, if the Department of Home Affairs requires you to provide the financial evidence to support the student visa application, you will be required to provide sufficient funds to support 1 year tuition fees as well as living expense for your stay in Australia, including the return flight tickets. So normally for tuition fees, then it will depend on which school and which course you choose. It will vary from probably 5,000 to 40K depending on the course. And for living expense, they do have a guideline, so it will be around 21,000 per year. And for return flight ticket, it will be around 2,500. For the student visa, you will be required to provide the financial evidence. So normally you will need to provide the deposit or term deposit or saving in your bank accounts. But this is not enough because normally the Department of Home Affairs will need to know where the money comes from. So you will need to provide supporting documents, let's say your income statement from your employer, or you are doing the small business by yourself, or you are doing the self-employment, then you might need to provide the income statements or income tax statements from previous years to support the legal source of your funds. So normally, your relative can support your tuition fees or living expense, but you need to provide the relationship evidence with that relative. Let's say probably it will be your uncle, your aunt, or your cousin who would like to sponsor you. Then you will need to provide relationship evidence with the sponsor, and the sponsor will also need to provide a supporting letter to confirm they are willing to sponsor you during your stay in Australia. The student visa, even it allows you to work. The purpose for student visa is for you to study in Australia. So if you claim you will work in Australia to support your tuition fees or living expense, then they will consider your intention is not genuine. So if you can't provide the financial evidence to support your visa application when the Department of Home Affairs requests, then your visa might be refused.